In this topic we are going to deal with the physiology and anatomy of human being. So before going to that, what is biology? So bios, nothing but life, and logos is nothing but study. So here in your intermediate you are going to have botany and zoology, which is nothing but the combination of biology here. And first of all, before going to that, what are the living organisms? So living organisms have all the life systems, and they may be multicellular or unicellular. So human beings comes under the multicellular organism, which is made up of many cells. All the cells are made up of tissues, and all the cells are combined to form organs, and all the organs which perform the similar activity, they come under system. So there are many systems, so around 11 systems in the human being. So we are going to study all the 11 systems about the human being in your second year here. So before going to that, so first let me introduce what is the system which we are going to study today. So that is the first topic of your all the systems is digestive system. So it is included as digestion and absorption in your intermediate syllabus here. So first of all, what is the digestion and why we have to digest, and what is the need of nutrients and what is the need of food in the organisms. So for every organism to survive, so it needs food. So the food might be, so it might be from the plant source or animal source. So according to the way of nutrition and according to the way of the food, whatever they take here. So the organisms have herbivores, and next it is carnivore, and finally it is omnivore. So what is the herbivore here? So all the organisms which depend only on plants, nothing but even it may be grass. So they come under herbivores. An example for this you can take, you are well known about that, goat, cow, sheep, etc. And next, talking about the carnivores. So they are quite different from these herbivores. So they totally depend upon flesh. So they are not going to depend upon the plants or any other grass particles here. So they totally depend upon the flesh. So they are coming under carnivores. And example for that we can take tiger, lion, and you all will know about that. So one more thing, omnivore, which is nothing but you are one of the omnivore here. So man is the best example for omnivore. So what is the omnivore here? So they feed on both plants and also flesh. So this is how the organisms are being classified according to the nutrients which they obtain from their surroundings. So next, mode of nutrition here. So mode of nutrition is nothing but how do they prepare their food or how do they obtain their food. So first of all, we can classify them into two types. One is autotrophs. So autotrophs, so the preparation of food by themselves. So what is that? So we can classify this into two types. One is photoautotrophs and one more it is Autotrophs. So the term photo represents light. So what is the best source of light here? That is nothing but sun. So organisms which prepare the food by obtaining energy from the sun, so we can call them as Autotrophs. So example for that, we can take the source, that is nothing but plants, and even we can include some algae and even some bacteria. So here what do they do there? So they obtain light, nothing but the energy from the light, and it is being converted into chemical energy, and they store whatever the chemical energy which has been used by them in the form of carbohydrates. So during this process even they utilize carbon dioxide and also water. So you are well known about the equation of photosynthesis, that is nothing but 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O in the presence of sunlight, which is being captured by chlorophyll present in the plants, and the carbon and the hydrogen and the oxygen which are being obtained from carbon dioxide and water molecules. This can be converted into the energy source, that is nothing but glucose. So glucose molecule is a simpler form, whereas the polymer is carbohydrates. Next, so 12 water molecules which are being used, so even 6 water molecules we can get over here. So this is how the light energy which is being taken by chlorophyll is being converted into glucose. So this occurs in plants, and we call the process as photosynthesis. Photo means light. So by taking the light, the food is being synthesized and it has been used by all the organisms and even human beings also. So next it is Autotrophs. So here there is slight variation between the Autotrophs and Autotrophs here. So that is nothing but the chemical which is obtained in the form of the energy, that is nothing but ATP, and along with light. So they prepare the food. An example for this you can take sulfur bacteria, next nitrifying bacteria, so and even we can have example for sulfur bacteria, that is Thiobacillus. Nitrifying bacteria we can have Nitrosomonas, Nitrobacter, Azotobacter, and the other thing it is iron bacteria. And here if you observe there, sulfur, this is the element where there is a source of energy here, and here we can have the nitrogen as a source of energy, and here we can have iron as a source of energy. So in this way they can go for the chemicals and also light to prepare their own food. So we can come under them as Autotrophs. So next mode it is the second type heterotrophs. So hetero, they don't have the capability to prepare their own food. So they go for the other options. So it may be, first type it is holozoic, nothing but they depend totally on other organisms. So this other organism we can call it as host. So why do they undergo this type of nutrition here? Because they are unable to undergo self preparation, means they can't take any carbon dioxide or any sunlight, so they can't prepare the food. So they depend on other organism which have already prepared the food here. So examples for parasites, we can go with Ascaris. Next, so Culex mosquito. So Ascaris and Culex mosquito will be depending upon man. So Ascaris and mosquito, they are acting as a parasites on the host, that is nothing but human being. So this is all about how the nutrients are being taken by the organisms. So as we are well known about the topic, that is nothing but digestion and absorption, here already I have said that the digestion we are going to study only about the human beings. So first let me talk about what are the parts which are present under this digestive system. So any organism to survive, they need food, water and oxygen. So the food particles and water particles can be taken by the organism in many forms. So it may be macromolecules or it may be micromolecules. So what are the macromolecules here? The term macro denotes large, and here the biomacromolecules which we take, so that is in the form of carbohydrates, proteins and even it is fats. Then what about the micromolecules? So the term micro denotes it is small, and here the smaller particles which the human being consumes to get energy. So they are nothing but vitamins and minerals. So first let me say something about carbohydrates, proteins, fats. So as I said, they are macromolecules. So whenever we consume them, so they are not in such a position to get digested in our body. So they have to be digested. So that is nothing but the complex molecules should be converted into smaller molecules. So this is nothing but digestion process. And whereas if you consume water, so the water can be easily digested. So what is the use of water here? So water will be useful to maintain electrolyte balance. So nothing but the body will not be dehydrated because of water. So first what is the process of digestion? Digestion is the process of conversion of complex molecules into smaller molecules. So these smaller molecules need to have the property of absorption, so which can be absorbed. So this is nothing but digestion. So this digestion will be taking place in digestive system. So let us see what are the parts present in digestive system. So digestive system possesses alimentary canal and also associated glands. So what is this alimentary canal? So alimentary canal starts from mouth to anus. So the anterior portion of alimentary canal is mouth and the posterior part of alimentary canal is anus. So what are the parts which are present in between these mouth and anus? So before going to that, so let me say the size of alimentary canal. How does it vary from herbivore to carnivores? So in herbivores, so the alimentary canal is very long, whereas in carnivores, so alimentary canal is short when compared with the herbivores. So why does this happen here? Because as you move from herbivores to carnivores, so the efficiency of digestion has been increased. So because of this efficiency, so though the size of alimentary canal is short, so the food which has been taken by these organisms can be easily digested. So first of all, let me say the parts which are coming under alimentary canal. First it is mouth, and next we can go with buccal cavity, also called oral cavity. Next it is pharynx. Next esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and last it is anus. So if you observe the parts of digestive system, here we can know that the digestion includes crushing of food material, next absorption of food material, and also digestion of the undigested food material. So crushing, why do we crush here? The food particles which are being taken, so physically they have to be converted into smaller parts, and later on so they can move into the body, and chemically they can be broken down with the help of enzymes, and even they can be absorbed through the small intestine parts, that is nothing but villi. And later on the food particles which we have taken, so it may not be useful every time, and 100% food whatever we take, so it may not be consumed. So whatever the waste material which is present, it can be eliminated out in the form of feces, that is nothing but digestion. So why any living organisms need food? So it is useful for reproduction, for growth, and even for repair. So what is this repair here? If any tissue or any cell has been damaged, so it can be repaired by our system itself. So for that process we need food. And growth. So every organism has the property of expanding its size, and even so it can improve in its population. So that is called reproduction. So for all these things, so there is a necessity of food particles which we consume here. So first of all, the first part of alimentary canal, nothing but mouth. So you are all well known about the mouth here, but what are the parts present here? So it has so mouth is possessing two lips here. Next, the lips. So let us have a short break and I will continue very soon.
విద్యార్థుల భవిష్యత్తుకు బాటలు వేస్తూ మునుపెన్నడూ ఎరుగని అత్యుత్తమమైన ఫలితాలతో అద్భుతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ముందుకు దూసుకుపోతోంది శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల. మహబూబ్నగర్ జిల్లా కేంద్రంలో ప్రముఖులు అనుభవజ్ఞులైన చైర్మన్ జగపతిరావు ఆధ్వర్యంలో 2011లో స్థాపించబడిన మా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల ఉన్నతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ఇంజనీరింగ్, మెడికల్లో చక్కని ర్యాంకుల సాధనలో విజయం వైపుగా కృషి చేస్తోంది. ఇంజనీరింగ్ అయినా, మెడికల్ అయినా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల విద్యార్థులదే పై చేయి. ఇంటర్తో పాటు ఐఐటి, నీట్, ఎంసెట్ నందు లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ద్వారా కార్పొరేట్ కళాశాలలో 20 సంవత్సరాల అనుభవం కలిగిన అధ్యాపక బృందంచే ప్రత్యేక శిక్షణ తరగతులు నిర్వహిస్తూ డైలీ ప్రాక్టీస్ పేపర్స్, వీక్లీ టెస్ట్, కౌన్సిలింగ్ ద్వారా విద్యార్థుల నైపుణ్యం మెరుగుపరచడం మా ప్రత్యేకత. హ్యాండ్బాల్, ఫుట్బాల్, క్రికెట్ లో మా విద్యార్థులు జాతీయ క్రీడాకారులుగా గుర్తింపు పొందుతున్నారు. జిల్లా కేంద్రంలో సొంత భవనాలలో కళాశాలలు, విద్యార్థులకు ఉదయం, సాయంత్రం వేళలో స్టడీ అవర్స్, ఐఐటి, నీట్ లో ప్రముఖుల నిపుణులచే విద్యా బోధన, బాలికల కోసం ప్రత్యేక క్యాంపస్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ గ్రూప్లతో కో ఎడ్యుకేషన్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ, ఎంఈసీ, సిఈసీ గ్రూప్లతో గర్ల్స్ క్యాంపస్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ గ్రూప్లతో పాటు ఐఐటి, నీట్, ఎంసెట్లతో అకాడమీ.
I am Mariam Makbul. I passed out from Shraddha Junior College in 2017 from BIPC. Currently, I have passed out from Tata Institute of Social Sciences. I finished my bachelor's. So one thing which is very striking about this institute is the immense and genuine amount of effort that the team of faculty puts and takes up for the success of students and their prosperity. And another thing that is very remarkable about this place is they ignited in me the spirit of competitiveness, which is very necessary in this globally evolving market world. There was one Sanskrit slok which I learnt when I was very young. Udhyame nahi siddhyanti karyani na manorataihi nahi suptasya simhasya pravishyanti mukhe mruga. This means you cannot just achieve anything just by thinking of it. You need to put in effort. That is what I have learnt from this institute. Like, even though lion is king of jungle, it has to hunt for its own prey, which is what I have learnt from Shraddha Junior College.
I am Uday Kiran. I have completed my intermediate in Shraddha Junior College in 2019 and I have joined Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology and I scored my JEE Mains percentile as 98.19 and due to some other problems I didn't join NIT and I have scored my MCET rank as 4500 and here the lecturers take the special care with each and every student.
సీనియర్ మరియు జూనియర్ ఇంటర్ అడ్మిషన్ల కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల, కో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ క్యాంపస్, మెట్టుగడ్డ. మీరు సంప్రదించవలసిన మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 9494430200. ప్రత్యేకమైన గర్ల్స్ క్యాంపస్ కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా ఆపోజిట్ పంచవటి హోటల్, న్యూ టౌన్, మహబూబ్ నగర్. మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 7337 294653. IIT NEET అకాడమీ కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల మెట్టుగడ్డ. మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 9491629962.
So continuing about this, so the first part of alimentary canal, it is nothing but mouth. So it is covered with two lips. So these two lips are muscular, and here they are covered by mucus in the inner region, and here the two lips are nothing but upper lip and lower lip. So what is the use of mouth here? So to capture the food particles whatever we take here, so mouth is very essential, and even for the purpose of communication and for the purpose of swallowing, so mouth will play a major role here. So next, talking about buccal or oral cavity. So next to the mouth, so there is buccal cavity. So before going to the buccal cavity, so there is a space between the mouth and teeth. So that is nothing but vestibule. So this is the gap which is present between gums and teeth, and between the lips and cheeks. So your lips and cheeks, and interiorly we have gums and teeth. So whatever the gap which is present between these two, so the external, the visual part, that is lips, and the internal part, that is gums. So the gap present between these two, we can call it as vestibule here. So what is the part present here? And there is the attachment between the lips and gums, that is nothing but frenulum. So there are two frenulums here. One is superior frenulum, and one more, it is inferior frenulum here. And this frenulum is nothing but mucous membrane which is attached to lips and gums. So superior frenulum attaches to upper lip and upper jaw, and this is lower lip and lower jaw here. Jaw in the sense nothing but we can have the teeth, gums, everything. And next, so still what else are present here? Later on we can note here. So buccal cavity or oral cavity. So whenever we open your mouth, so we can have the hollow nature, that is buccal cavity here. So what are present in that? We can have teeth and even tongue. So here buccal cavity is the hollow region, so which is possessing, so this will be the buccal cavity. So here the uppermost, there is the hard structure called palate. So this palate is the gap which is separating nasal chamber and oral cavity. So whenever you are speaking, when you touch your tongue on the roof, so that part is called palate. So in the floor there is tongue. So here palate, so palate is arch structure, and at the anterior end it is hard and it has ridges. So once again I'll repeat here, palate is nothing but the hard structure which is forming the roof of buccal cavity, which separates the nasal chamber and oral cavity, nothing but buccal cavity here. And here this palate possesses arch structure, arch in the sense it is like a curve, and here the anterior region, it is hard and it has ridges, and we can call it as palatine rugae. And what is the use of this anterior palate here? This is useful for keeping the food particles in a position during mastication. So mastication nothing but during chewing, so it won't allow the food to slip here and there. So that food can be digested, nothing but physical digestion. It can be chewed properly there. Next, the posterior part. Posterior part of palate is soft, and here as you move towards the pharynx, so there is the structure called uvula. So even we can have the other name, that is little grape. So here nothing but the soft palate has the hanging leg structure, that is nothing but uvula. And what is the use of this uvula here? So it won't allow the food particles to enter into nasal chamber, nothing but prevents the food particles without entering into nasal chamber during swallowing. So whenever we swallow the food particles which are being masticated here, so it won't allow, or it takes the measure of prevention of food particles without going into this nasal chamber here. So this is nothing but uvula. And next, teeth. So here singular, nothing but tooth, and adult human being possess 32 teeth, whereas child it is only 20. So what is the use of teeth here? This is useful to convert complex food particle into simpler form physically, nothing but to break down food particles in the simple language. So adult possess 32 teeth I said, and child possess 22. And here there are some phenomena regarding the type of teeth we have in the human being here. So first it is thecodont. So what is the term thecodont mean? So thecodont refers to the socket which is present in jaw where teeth are being embedded. So nothing but what is the term thecodont mean? So the teeth are embedded in the socket of jaw bone. So like this. So if this is the jaw, so the teeth, the lower part of the tooth here is being embedded in this jawbone. So this is called thecodont. Next, one more phenomena, it is Diphyodont. So as you are well known about the term di, which means two. So there are two sets of teeth in the lifetime of human being. So what are the two sets? One is milk teeth, and even we can call them as temporary teeth. Also we can call them as deciduous teeth here. And the other set, it is adult teeth or permanent teeth. So this is about the two sets of teeth which are present in the human beings. So during childhood, so we can call them as milk teeth or temporary teeth or deciduous teeth. So deciduous is nothing but they can be shed off after a certain age. And adult teeth, so these are permanent teeth which we can have in our lifetime. So one more term, it is heterodont. So the term hetero means it is different. So in what way they are different here? So they can be different in terms of shape and also in terms of function. So human being possess 4 different types of teeth here. So what are the 4 different types of teeth? So let us know that is, first it is incisors, next canines, next we have premolars, and finally it is molars. So the first type of teeth, it is incisors, next canines, premolars, molars. So these are 4 different types of teeth a human being possesses. So it got the name as heterodont here. So first let us know what is the shape of incisors and what is the function of incisors. So the shape of incisors is chisel shape. So chisel nothing but, and this is useful for cutting. So whenever you eat any banana or anything here, so we cut. So we cut with the help of the teeth, that is nothing but incisors. Next, canines. So beside the incisors, there are dagger shaped teeth, nothing but canines. So which are like a dagger. So these are useful for tearing. So don't mean that tearing the paper here. It is tearing of flesh. So the canines of carnivores, it is very large. Next, talking about premolars and molars here. So these are useful for grinding, and the other name for them, it is cheek teeth. So as they are towards the cheek side of the jaw, so we can call them as grinding teeth because they perform the grinding of food particles. And here, how many teeth we have in adult and child? That is 32 and 20. So why is the variation? And what are the number of incisors, canines, premolars and molars here? So let us know with the help of a dental formula here. So dental formula of the teeth here. In children, it is 2102 by 2102, whereas in adult it is 2123 by 2123. So what does this dental formula represent here? So half part of jaw and the arrangement of teeth here. If this is the upper jaw and if this is the lower jaw here, so I said here only half of the part of the jaw here. So only half. So what does this denote here? 2102 and here 2102. Coming to the upper jaw, 2102, 2102. So if you add them, you will get total it is 20. So what does this 2102 represent? So the first 2 represents it is incisors. Next one represents it is canines. And in child there is no premolar and the last it is molar. In the same way here, incisors, canines, premolars and molars. So coming to the upper jaw, incisors, canines, premolars and molars. So even you can represent this as incisors 2 by 2, canines 1 by 1, premolars nothing here, so 0, and molars it is 2 by 2. So this numerator denotes upper jaw and the denominator here lower jaw. So it is not meant for mathematics here, so don't cancel here, and total you will get 20 teeth. Next, talking about adults. So 2, 1, 2, 3. So the first 2 it is incisors, next canines, premolars, molars. In the same way, incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Total it is 32. So if you observe slight difference between the teeth of the children and adult. So here the number of incisors are similar in both. Even coming to the canines, there is a similarity. But what about the premolars here? So they are totally absent. So premolars are absent in children. Next, talking about molars. In children there are only 2, whereas in adult it is 3. So there is missing of 1 molar in children here. So whatever the change which is taking place here, so the 1 teeth, so this appears at the age of 21 years and we can call that as wisdom teeth. So talking about teeth once again, there are 4 phenomena, that is nothing but thecodont, heterodont, diphyodont. And coming about the dental formula, which is very important for the entrance purpose here. So even they may ask what is the difference between the dental formula of the children and the adult, and even so how many number of teeth are present in both children and adult, and what is the teeth which is missing in children and adult, and what is the age at which the molar appears in the adult. So remember that is nothing but 21 years. And we can call it as wisdom teeth. So next here, the origin of teeth, if you observe here, that is nothing but ectomesodermal origin. So what is this ectomesodermal origin? So we can know this by drawing the structure of tooth. So structure of tooth is very important here. So basically the tooth can be divided into 3 parts. So the 3 parts are crown, next neck and root. So the uppermost part of the tooth is crown, so which is visible for us, and next part that is embedded in the jaw, so along with the root it is, and the connection between the crown and the root is neck. Next, so root is also embedded in jaw. So what is a visible part here? It is crown. So what are the parts present in this? Total teeth, it is made up of dentin, and which is coated by the layer called enamel. So the shiny nature whatever we have on the teeth, that is due to the enamel coating. And here enamel is the hardest substance in total body. So you may get the question like, what is the hardest substance which is present in the body? So don't go for the bone. It is enamel, which is nothing but acting as a coat for this dentin. And next here, neck and root of the teeth are being covered by gingiva, nothing but gums. So here only crown can be appeared, whereas the neck part and the root part will be totally embedded in the jaw, and these are enclosed by gingiva here. So in general terms you can call this as gums. So this is all about the basic things which we can study about the teeth here. And now we can go for structure of tooth. So there is a diagram for the structure of tooth here, and even we can have many parts. So let us continue tomorrow along with the structure and along with the diagram here. So before going to the diagrammatic part, so let me say what are the parts which are present in this tooth. The upper part, I said, it is coated by enamel. Next it is with dentin, and next we have pulp cavity. Next there is cementum, and we can have even periodontal layer, and even there is a connection of nerves and blood vessels to this teeth here. So tomorrow class we can have the structure of teeth here, and let us have a short break. Thank you.
విద్యార్థుల భవిష్యత్తుకు బాటలు వేస్తూ మునుపెన్నడూ ఎరుగని అత్యుత్తమమైన ఫలితాలతో అద్భుతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ముందుకు దూసుకుపోతోంది శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల. మహబూబ్నగర్ జిల్లా కేంద్రంలో ప్రముఖులు అనుభవజ్ఞులైన చైర్మన్ జగపతిరావు ఆధ్వర్యంలో 2011లో స్థాపించబడిన మా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల ఉన్నతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ఇంజనీరింగ్, మెడికల్లో చక్కని ర్యాంకుల సాధనలో విజయం వైపుగా కృషి చేస్తోంది. ఇంజనీరింగ్ అయినా, మెడికల్ అయినా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల విద్యార్థులదే పై చేయి. ఇంటర్ తో పాటు ఐఐటి, నీట్, ఎంసెట్ నందు లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ద్వారా కార్పొరేట్ కళాశాలలో 20 సంవత్సరాల అనుభవం కలిగిన అధ్యాపక బృందంచే ప్రత్యేక శిక్షణ తరగతులు నిర్వహిస్తూ డైలీ ప్రాక్టీస్ పేపర్స్, వీక్లీ టెస్ట్, కౌన్సిలింగ్ ద్వారా విద్యార్థుల నైపుణ్యం మెరుగుపరచడం మా ప్రత్యేకత. హ్యాండ్బాల్, ఫుట్బాల్, క్రికెట్ లో మా విద్యార్థులు జాతీయ క్రీడాకారులుగా గుర్తింపు పొందుతున్నారు. జిల్లా కేంద్రంలో సొంత భవనాలలో కళాశాలలు, విద్యార్థులకు ఉదయం సాయంత్రం వేళలో స్టడీ అవర్స్, ఐఐటి, నీట్ లో ప్రముఖుల నిపుణులచే విద్యా బోధన, బాలికల కోసం ప్రత్యేక క్యాంపస్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ గ్రూపులతో కో ఎడ్యుకేషన్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ, ఎంఈసీ, సిఈసీ గ్రూపులతో గర్ల్స్ క్యాంపస్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ గ్రూపులతో పాటు ఐఐటి, నీట్, ఎంసెట్లతో అకాడమీ.
I am Maryam Makbool. I passed out from Shraddha Junior College in 2017 from BPC. Currently, I have passed out from Tata Institute of Social Sciences. I finished my bachelor's. So one thing which is very striking about this institute is the immense and genuine amount of effort that the team of faculty puts and takes up for the success of students and their prosperity. And another thing that is very remarkable about this place is they ignited in me the spirit of competitiveness, which is very necessary in this globally evolving market world. There was one Sanskrit slok which I learnt when I was very young. Udhyame nahi siddhyanti karyani na manorataihi nahi suptasya simhasya pravishyanti mukhe mruga. This means you cannot just achieve anything just by thinking of it. You need to put in effort. That is what I have learnt from this institute. Like, even though lion is king of jungle, it has to hunt for its own prey, which is what I have learnt from Shraddha Junior College.
I am Uday Kiran. I have completed my intermediate in Shraddha Junior College in 2019 and I have joined Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology and I scored my JEE Mains percentile as 98.19 and due to some other problems I didn't join NIT and I have scored my MCET rank as 4500 and here the lecturers take the special care with each and every student.
సీనియర్ మరియు జూనియర్ ఇంటర్ అడ్మిషన్ల కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల, కో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ క్యాంపస్, మెట్టుగడ్డ. మీరు సంప్రదించవలసిన మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 9494430200. ప్రత్యేకమైన గర్ల్స్ క్యాంపస్ కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా ఆపోజిట్ పంచవటి హోటల్, న్యూ టౌన్, మహబూబ్ నగర్. మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 7337294653. ఐఐటి, నీట్ అకాడమీ కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల, మెట్టుగడ్డ. మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 9491629962.
So coming back from the short break here, so once again I want to repeat what are the topics which we have gone through in this first lesson of online classes here. That is about the mode of nutrition of the organisms, and about what are the alimentary canal, and even we have completed the two parts, that is nothing but mouth, and in the buccal cavity we have even gone through the teeth, and tomorrow we can have the structure of teeth. So first of all, I suggest all the students of intermediate or the students who have yet to go to the intermediate classes here. So this is one of the familiar ANA news channel which has been introduced for the online classes of all the very dear students, as it is the period of COVID-19 here. So I kindly request you to maintain distance and to be safe, hygienic condition, and not to go out again and again. And without wasting your time, you can be in front of your mobiles or even TV channels to go through the online classes here. So as I have introduced myself, again I'll be saying about myself, that is, this is Shalini. I have completed masters and I am dealing zoology in Shraddha Junior College. So Shraddha Junior College has been established in the year 2011 and it is possessing 3 campuses, that is Shraddha Co-ed campus and Shraddha Girls campus and Shraddha IIT and NEET Academy campus, so which are very nearby to your roadside, and even you can have your online classes which are being taught by our efficient, experienced faculty of mathematics, physics, chemistry, botany and zoology. So let us meet in the online classes from tomorrow, in the sense as it has been started. Those who have not subscribed this channel, you can go with the subscription, that is ANA News channel. Even you can go with the YouTube channel or in the TV channels also. So I request all the students, don't waste time and be cautious. And one more thing, be healthy and be safe. Cover your mouth with a mask and clean your hands whenever you touch anything here. And don't waste your time. Be in the online classes which are going to be starting from 8 to 12 every day. So let us meet tomorrow. Goodbye. Thank you.
విద్యార్థుల భవిష్యత్తుకు బాటలు వేస్తూ మునుపెన్నడూ ఎరుగని అత్యుత్తమమైన ఫలితాలతో అద్భుతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ముందుకు దూసుకుపోతోంది శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల. మహబూబ్నగర్ జిల్లా కేంద్రంలో ప్రముఖులు అనుభవజ్ఞులైన చైర్మన్ జగపతిరావు ఆధ్వర్యంలో 2011లో స్థాపించబడిన మా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల ఉన్నతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ఇంజనీరింగ్, మెడికల్లో చక్కని ర్యాంకుల సాధనలో విజయం వైపుగా కృషి చేస్తోంది. ఇంజనీరింగ్ అయినా, మెడికల్ అయినా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల విద్యార్థులదే పై చేయి. ఇంటర్ తో పాటు ఐఐటి, నీట్, ఎంసెట్ నందు లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ద్వారా కార్పొరేట్ కళాశాలలో 20 సంవత్సరాల అనుభవం కలిగిన అధ్యాపక బృందంచే ప్రత్యేక శిక్షణ తరగతులు నిర్వహిస్తారు.